throughout the year. Yeah, I mean, just it takes an army, doesn't it?
It does take an army. And you mentioned Pete Welsh, and that brings to mind somebody who's very special to me. Was when he was a teacher when I was in high school and a coach, and a guy who, I had tremendous amount of respect for, and later became a friend, and that was John Welsh. And not only was he a fine coach, but he was a great guy as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Pete was one of my best friends growing up. John was, our coach. He's the one that kind of taught us the Railer way before we really got into the Railer program, because, he was a mainstay with it as well. So, who better to learn from than someone like that. And like you said, absolutely a great man, and a lot of fun to be around too.
The 1-2-2 has been a staple of Lincoln basketball since the 1975-76 season, with the possible exception of 1 year in there, and that was when that was right before Coach Al came on board. It's been a staple here. I think Coach Al maybe has gone out of the 1-2-2 once or twice since he's been here in 31 years, but not much. Talk from a player perspective. When you came into the program, was it a hard defense for you to pick up and learn?
I mean, it's something you start learning about fifth grade in Lincoln. If you want to be a basketball player, you got to learn how to play the 1-2-2 defense. I mean, there's principles to the 1-2-2 that you have to understand when you're playing defense. There's principles to man-to-man. It's not the same kind of defense. You're basically guarding a spot on the floor really with the 1-2-2 as much as you are guarding your man. And it's just working it's really a team game. It's really a team defense. And I think that's one of the reasons that Lincoln has had the success that they've had, while maybe not being as talented as some other teams, is, implementing that 1-2-2. And it's definitely given an advantage many times when they may have not had it.
I got to watch Coach Wallace for 12 years at Lincoln and watch how he used the 1-2-2. And I watch Neil now for all of his 31 seasons, and while there are some similarities, there are also some differences. And one thing I've noticed about Neil is the adjustability, if you want to call it that way, out of the 1-2-2. He can extend it down the floor and put more pressure on the ball. He can back it up and control tempo with it. There are a lot of adjustments that he can make in that defense that maybe people don't always see or pick up on, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, you can, like you said, you can extend it if you really need to get the pressure. If you need to pack it in, you're facing a team with some height. You can do that as well. And I do think a little bit of that is relying on personnel. If you have some athletes there on the top of the 1-2-2, you can really disrupt a lot of things up top too. So I mean, that's definitely part of it. And sometimes you're playing your opponent as well.
Let's go ahead and send it back to the station for another 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back more of this Brow Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic pregame show from Effingham. Jay Hart and Max Posgay once again on the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic Josh Comnick pregame show as we've got about 10 minutes to go before the opening possession of Lincoln versus Effingham here on the road. Once again, Lincoln comes into the game 3-0, Effingham 5-0, so this game most likely for the lead in the Apollo Conference. Right now, I believe Effingham's got a half a game lead on us. They played one more game, I believe, in the Apollo than we have. They're 3-0 in the Apollo, and right now we are 2-0 with Mattoon, with the Tuesday night game against Mattoon being postponed. And please check the schedule because Mattoon's game was postponed and reset, and the Charleston game that was set for Tuesday night has also been postponed and reset. Max, I know you've gotten to see some Lincoln basketball last year and the Lanphier game this year. I guess any conversation with the Rail Splitters has got to start with a kid that I'm calling the Bulldog. It's probably an appropriate nickname for him. One of the toughest kids I've ever seen play the point guard position. That's Dylan Singleton.
Yeah, absolutely. He reminds me a lot of a guy I played with and is an assistant coach here on the Railers is Brandon Farmer. They have a lot of similarities, just how hard-nosed they played. I mean, I think that's the best way to describe hard-nosed.
And I got to play basketball with their dad, with the dad, Brett Farmer, and of course Brandon's got an older brother, Corey Farmer, so I'll bet those games in the driveway between the two kids and the dads were something to behold.
Well, I can tell you, last time I played pickup ball there at the high school, Brett got on the floor, and I think he's still the most physical guy on the floor. So, yeah, I can't imagine how it was in the driveway.
Dylan Singleton, I am convinced, Max, and you've seen, I know, college basketball as well, being a follower. I'm convinced that if Dylan Singleton were, say, in the 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" range, that Dylan Singleton would probably be committed to a Division I school by now. I don't have any doubt about that.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference, in divisions there in high school seems to be, how good of an athlete you are, size, length. But as we know, as we see year in and year out with this Lincoln team, it's not always about how many athletes you have. It's how you play the game, and he plays the game the right way. Heck of a ball player.
Well, and the other thing we've noticed about him, too, is his ability to, there's something that somewhat changes you from a shooter to a scorer, and that's your ability to get to get the ball in the basket a number of different ways. And his ability to post up, he might be the best post player we have.
Yeah, absolutely. And, with somebody that's, listed at 5'11", to be able to have that in his game is very impressive. And like you said, just multiple ways to score. He is a scorer.
His running mate, Landon Hollinger, at 6'5", committed to Milliken, and Landon was 6'8" against Effingham, but he showed no fear in taking it inside against KJ Debrick in the Lanphier game. Landon Hollinger, kind of a hot hand right now, and hope he continues that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like there's always a good duo here for these Lincoln teams, and Dylan and Landon are that this year, and last year as well. But yeah, he's a heck of a player too. Going to go play some D3 ball next year, and I think he's gonna need to take a good game tonight for them to get the win.
Okay, my friend, I'm going to put you on the spot here.
Okay.
You played on the 2006-7 team. They went to state. A lot of similarities between this team and that team. You got two running mates out there. You had Farmer and Schick then, Singleton and Hollinger. How do you think this team does against yours?
Well, nostalgia says I got to go with our team, but these guys haven't lost yet. So we lost 3 games. So it's always a great spirited debate to talk about and compare teams from Lincoln's past. There has been so many great teams, but
was it? I need to ask you: was it a? Everybody always has the goal. We want to get to state. We want to get to state. We want to get to state. And I know there's no better feeling than getting to state. When you look back on it now, are you a little surprised? Were you surprised that you made it that far?
Really we weren't. I think there was And even our Elite Eight matchup, the second half they kind of made some adjustments that we just didn't catch up to enough. I think we were more than capable of winning that game as well. I think our other two games we lost that year were both to East St. Louis by combined 5 points. We had actually talked earlier in the year that we wanted to get to state. We wanted to play Simeon. We wanted to play Derrick Rose, and we came one game short. If we had won that first game, we would have played Derrick Rose, which would have been a pretty cool story to tell everybody.
You bring that up, and I think that's one thing that is really, I don't know if it's unique to Lincoln kids, but these kids, the kids that come through the Lincoln program, they don't show any fear. Bring it on. Whatever you want to bring on. If we said to a Lincoln team, hey, we back in your day, hey, we could have scheduled the Chicago Bulls to bring them on. We'll play them. I mean, I think that's part of growing up in the program and having that attitude that bring it on. We are going to play anybody. We'll take on anybody, anytime, and leave it all on the floor.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. Coach, like I said earlier, always stresses you have Lincoln across your chest. They're coming after you. So, regardless of who you're playing, you kind of feel like
Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3.
Jay Hart and Max Posgay back here wrapping up the Schneider Chiropractic Rao Incorporated Josh Comic pregame show. We want to give a shout out to some people tonight. Let's give a shout out to Josh Comic. Josh couldn't be here tonight. Scott Kirby. Scott, unfortunately, not able to be here tonight. We hope those two get back in the booth as the voice of the Rail Splitters very, very soon. Our good buddy Roger Gazda and his wife Sally sitting at home watching tonight. Hey, tell you what, folks, just for fun tonight, how about you do this? Hashtag Lincoln Railers or hashtag WLCN Sports or hashtag both of them. Take a picture of wherever you're watching the game at tonight, in the coziness of your living room, or if you're sitting in the garage or down in the basement, riding in the car. If you're driving, don't take a selfie. But tweet out a picture of where you're watching a basketball game at tonight. We may try and check on that later after the game, see where everybody's at. We know there's a large contingent of Railer Nation out there watching and listening to us on WLCN 96.3 FM, the sports voice of Lincoln and Logan County. And here we got one guy watching in front of a fireplace in frigid southeast Missouri. So glad we're streaming the games, and that's Jenny Woodhall Johnson. Hey, Jenny, we're glad that we are streaming the games, and it's a balmy 18 degrees here in Effingham, Illinois. It actually warmed up from leaving Bloomington, where it was a balmy 11 when I left home. Minute 49 to go before the opening possession of tonight's basketball game here at Effingham High School Gymnasium. Max, real quick, I don't think this is going to be an easy contest. I think they are going to come out 5-0, fired up. They want to beat Lincoln. We've got that target on our backs tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the way the schedule's set up this year, no state tournament. Our state tournament is the Apollo Conference crown, and that's what we're both going for tonight. And like you said, it's going to be a knockdown, drag out. It's going to be a ball game. I'm excited for it.
Effingham back on the floor. Lincoln now back on the floor, kids wearing the masks. If you're watching the broadcast, yes, Max and I do take the mask down. The reason we do is if we didn't, you probably would not be able to understand us. And we have probably can't understand me anyway the way I'm stuttering tonight. Geez, maybe it's the altitude up here. We're up here pretty high in the Effingham Gymnasium as we get set to go for tonight's basketball contest in the Apollo Conference between the Hearts of Effingham High School and your Lincoln Rail Splitters.
All right. 10 seconds.
The officials for tonight's game are Derek Moore, Aaron Jansen,
5, 4, 3.
Welcome, Railer Nation, to tonight's contest between the Flaming Hearts of Effingham and your Lincoln Rail Splitters. Jay Harden, Max Posgay alongside. I'm filling in for Scott Kirby, Max filling in for Josh Conmick. Both teams on the floor. Chicago Street Rentals. They would bring you the opening tip-off, but guess what? Because of COVID restrictions, we don't have one. So we have an opening possession brought to you by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo in Lincoln. Elijah Polis, Dylan Singleton, Landon Hollinger, Brody Whiteman, and Adam Grunder, the 5 starters for Lincoln. We'll give you the Effingham starters here in just a second. Lincoln the basketball, running the offense against the Effingham man-to-man. Around the perimeter, Singleton between the circles, takes it down the lane, kicks it left wing, Hollinger. Hollinger out front, Grunder, Polis, Grunder, Hollinger looks the 3, doesn't take it. Effingham bench applauds. Singleton, Polis, corner Whiteman. Whiteman thought about taking it. Polis, Grunder, Railers being patient on the opening possession. Out front, Polis, Singleton, around the Whiteman screen to Polis. Polis a long 3, good! Elijah Polis steps up and hits the long 3. It's 3-zip Lincoln. 7:17 to go in the opening quarter.
Good to see Elijah step up and hit a 3 to get us going.
Chris Coyne three-pointer by Elijah Polis as we're up 3-0 early on. Parker Wolf out front to Garrett Wolf. Baseline Stoneburner. Stoneburner out front to number 32 Dalton Fox. Fox loses the ball. Kicks it left side, Garrett Wolf. Posting inside is Nate Thompson, who had 31 in their opening game. Garrett Wolf the long 3, and he nails it. We are tied at 3. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Throw another log on the fire, turn the gas fireplace up, make some popcorn, and sit back and relax and enjoy this one. Grunder, Singleton between the circles. Hollinger trying to spread out the Effingham defense. Stoneburner on Hollinger. And Singleton drives baseline, kicks it Grunder. Grunder for the 3 out of the corner. Bingo! Adam Grunder for 3. Another Chris Coyne State Farm 3-point shot by Adam Grunder, and it's 6-3 Lincoln.
Cold outside, but it's hot to start the night in here.
Parker Wolf out front, kicks it over to Garrett Wolf. Garrett Wolf in the corner, Stoneburner. Parker Wolf thought about taking a long three. The lefter will kick it to Thompson. Thompson, 15-footer, up, no good. Hollinger's good screen out, and Polis comes out with a rebound. Quickly up to Singleton. Singleton, little shake and bake, kicks it out. Polis, Grunder. Grunder, Polis, Hollinger the long three, 25-footer, no. Off the iron and rebound, Garrett Wolf. Garrett to Parker Wolf. Still in the backcourt, kicks it over to Dalton Fox. And now Parker Wolf, the fake, doesn't take it against the zone. Back out front, Fox. Fox looking inside Thompson. Thompson, Parker Wolf, a long three, got it. Wow. 25-footer for Parker Wolf, and it's tied at 6. 5:11 to go here in the first quarter. Singleton against the man-to-man, kicks it to Hollinger. Hollinger, Singleton, Grunder, Polis, Whiteman running the weave a little bit right in front of the Effingham bench. Singleton takes it in the lane, spin move, didn't take the 10-footer, kicks it back out front. Whiteman off of the iron and running it down in the corner and it go out of bounds to the Flaming Hearts.
You like three-pointers, this is the right game to watch. Neither team really getting anything working inside. A lot of threes being taken, 6-6.
Max, we got a 30-second timeout here on the floor. Let's take a minute and talk about some of our fine sponsors. Mama's Arcade Cafe. Hey, if you're looking for a great place to go for breakfast or a sandwich, go down to Mama's Arcade Cafe, located on the square in downtown Lincoln. Mike Moskey Auction Service, or go phone 217-519-3950 to mine, or go to moskeyauction.com. State Bank of Lincoln, a division of Heartland Bank and Trust, member FDIC. Michelle Bauer, your country financial agent, located on the square in downtown Lincoln. Top Hat Creamery. It's never too cold for ice cream, Max. Let me tell you that. It is never, ever too old for ice cream. Culligan Water Systems in Lincoln for water softening and conditioning equipment, 308 North Chicago Street there in Lincoln. Sal Polis, your financial advisor in town. Town and Country Bank, a proud sponsor of Lincoln Railer basketball, and Arnold Greemy Insurance, your local independent insurance agency. And of course, Chris Coyne, who sponsors each and every made Railer three-pointer throughout the 2021 season. Effingham gets it across half court, 4:37 to go here in quarter number 1. Next dead ball, we should see what's called the mass timeout. Some people call it a media timeout. Should be a mass timeout, although I've heard some games they've asked the teams if they wanted to take it. Some teams are turning it down, so we'll see what happens here. Out front, Fox, Wolf. Wolf to the other Wolf, Garrett Wolf. Inside Thompson surrounded by three guys. Out front, Parker Wolf again, the long three, and bang, he nails it home. Parker Wolf has shot very well against us in the past, and tonight's no exception. 2 threes. It's 9-6, the Hearts lead.
Yeah, you got to be able to get out on him. He's showing the ability to knock it down from 25 feet. Got to get a hand up.
Singleton Whiteman for the three. Back to the iron. Ball on the floor, and Dylan Singleton comes out with it. Good hustle by Dylan Singleton, the senior, in the lane. Takes it 10-footer up short. Didn't even draw the front of the iron. It'll go to Garrett Wolf. Garrett Wolf against the Lincoln pressure. Parker Wolf across the half-court line to Fox. Fox, Parker Wolf, Garrett Wolf. Fox out front. Garrett Wolf takes an 18-footer up and no good. Short rebound. Battle for. Thompson's going to fall down, and we're going to get called for a foul here. And let's see who the foul is on. Foul on number 20, Brody Whiteman. His first, team's first. Effingham to inbounds the ball underneath their own basket. Looks. Fox out front to Garrett Wolf. Stoneburner, the long three. No, around and out. Rebound ripped out of there by Elijah Polis. Polis to Singleton. Hollinger, Whiteman, Singleton down the lane. Layup time. Blocked from behind. Parker Wolf got the block, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Railer basketball.
Gotta like Dylan being aggressive there and getting to the basket. We really haven't gotten a lot going there yet, and nice to see him take it in there, even if he did get it blocked.
Singleton looks against the man-to-man. Out front, Polis, Grunder, Hollinger against Stoneburner. Singleton takes it down the lane. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it'll remain Railer basketball. Railer basketball on the baseline. Right side of the Railer basket as you look at the TV. Railer's moving from left to right. Great pass into Singleton, and Singleton blew the bunny. Up again. He's fouled up and good.
Well, you'll take that if you can get 3, but yeah, he missed the first one, but Dylan got the rebound and went up strong with it, got the and 1. He's going for another free throw here.
Foul is on Jacob Stoneburner, his first. 9-8 to score, and Singleton cans the free throw, and we're tied at 9. 2:51 to go. Max, we thought this was going to be a tough game, and so far it is. Railers need to get a little bit more offense going.
Yeah, absolutely. And Dylan is the one kind of being aggressive right now, initiating a little contact. We're settling for a little too many threes, I think, at the start.
Fox looks in trouble. Wolf out front, faked the 3, didn't take it. Now it looks like Lincoln's going to extend the pressure just a little bit here. Singleton all over his man out front. Ball in the corner, and it looks like a foul on Elijah Polis. And that will be the first on Elijah Polis. Adam Grunder taking his seat. Andrew Grau, number 1 in the first game for the first time, moves to the wing spot. Garrett Wolf, Parker Wolf, long 3 by Fox, and he hits it. 12-9, the Effingham lead. Singleton across the timeline. Hollinger, Grau, Polis. Hollinger in the corner against Stoneburner, doesn't take it. Singleton drives. Grau almost took the 3, now takes a 12-footer, up, no good, back of the iron, rebound Stoneburner. Stoneburner out to Garrett Wolf, and now Garrett Wolf gets it across the timeline to Fox. Fox looks in the corner, Stoneburner throws the ball away. Ball picked up by Stoneburner. In the corner, Wolf the long 3 over the rim, rebound Grau. And Grau kicks it ahead to Singleton. Dylan Singleton, 3-on-3. Look to take it in, now brings it back out, and he'll reset the offense. To Grau, Hollinger, left side Polis. In the corner, Whiteman. Whiteman looks back out front, Singleton. Top of the key, Grau. Right wing, Hollinger in the corner, Polis. Singleton. Singleton spins. 3 guys now stopping him. Polis back out to Singleton. Singleton will take it in. Singleton, 8-footer, up and no good, back of the iron. And Singleton steals the ball. Great play by Dylan Singleton. Great hustle. Kicks it back out front, Hollinger, Grau, Singleton, corner, Hollinger, bomb out of the corner. No good, in and out. Rebound, Nate Thompson. Max, Effingham is watching the 2 seniors very closely.
Yeah, we kind of knew they'd be keying in on him. Dylan's working hard. He just hasn't got a lot going yet.
Foul's going to be on the floor against Brody Whiteman. Nate Thompson thinks he's shooting, and the official says no. That went on the floor. Second foul on Brody Whiteman. Quick in pass to Thompson. Thompson misses his shot. Stoneburner, big boy, goes up and gets the rebound. Kicks it to Thompson. No, ball on the floor. And Elijah Polis rips it out of there to Hollinger.
Looks like Lincoln may hold for the last shot here.
24 seconds to go, first quarter. Railers run their offense. Jaden Klopp into the basketball game for the first time for Lincoln. Polis out front, Singleton. 12 seconds showing on the clock. Kicks it, Grau. Grau looks inside Klopp. Hollinger, left side Polis, the 3 on the way, up.